Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. We start on the weekly time frame. Take a look here at the pattern again, just to get everybody on the same page as we are heading into the weekend, obviously. Still very stable at the moment. Yeah, as stable as a cryptocurrency can be, really. Unless it's a stable coin, but you know, we're still consolidating just below this resistance level here. You see it on the weekly chart. It is the resistance level here that was, from this swing high that was formed in December 2021. And yeah, basically that's around $208. We're holding above support. Don't get me wrong, this is a support area that we have on the chart, but it doesn't mean it needs to be triggered. It doesn't mean the price has to get there now. Ideally, we go up a little further before we even start that wave 4. Okay, so that's a wave 4 of a pretty large wave degree. It's basically the same wave degree of this wave 2 that developed between January 23 and June 23. So pretty large wave that would be. And it would be a correction and a wave 4. And I prefer the yellow count because we are in a bullish market. And it is, let's say, the more bullish count than the white scenario. Okay, so what is the yellow count going to do? In the yellow count, we should possibly go a little bit higher within this third wave here. Okay, so the next resistances are, for example, here at $321 and then $444 on the weekly chart. There are further resistances on the smaller time frames that we can take a look at in a minute. But basically, the idea would be to still go a little bit higher, possibly in this third wave, and then start a fourth wave. If we go higher in the third, I would have to adjust the support area here slightly. So it doesn't mean we have to go down all the way to where it's positioned now. Might be that we, don't have to go that far because the support area will be adjusted with the price. And if the third wave extends a bit, yeah, we have to move up the support area a bit as well. Then we should see a fifth wave to the upside a little later, which would be targeting between $444 and $713. Based on what we see right now, I can pretty much guarantee that this target will change a bit once we have the fourth wave in, because then we can measure targets a little bit more precisely. So yeah, and that is the yellow count, and it would take us to new all-time highs. And this is again the current all-time high range that this fifth wave should be targeting. And then as soon as the wave 1 is complete, we should see a wave 2 pullback, and it should hold a higher low, ready for a third wave rally, assuming we are then still in a bull market, which remains to be seen. Yeah, I mean, because that would be the jump off point for a rally into the, $2,000 plus region, but it will still take a while to get this wave 1 completed, and the wave 2 will take a while. And then the question is, are we going to hold a higher low? Are we then still in a bull market? So in the white scenario, we can basically break down at any point. I don't see that in a bull market. However, the important point here is in the white count is that this is only a B wave rally, and a B wave rally doesn't need 5 waves. So it could simply be a 3-wave move. And the important additional comment is that in a B wave, we could even get to all-time high targets. So the B wave could easily overshoot. Yeah, so just want to make that clear. They are both counts that can be bullish. Also, the B wave will appear to be bullish. And at the moment, really, there is no way to say which one it is. I would prefer yellow. So it is worth watching for for the price to find support in that orange support zone, should there be a deep pullback. But B is definitely possible. The white count is definitely possible. We know that B waves can easily overshoot. And as I said, even that circle wave B can send us into that all-time high target area. So it will be difficult to navigate and decide between the two. However, what I can tell you is that, yeah, with Elliott wave, we should be able to spot the difference. Why is it important? It's important because in the subsequent pullback then, or correction, or you might even call it crash, what would be a wave 2 here, yeah, we will have to distinguish between them, or it will depend on which one it is, so there will be different target areas probably. So we will be able to say which one we prefer, depending on what the price is doing in the coming weeks and months. So again, they are both to be considered. and they are both actually overall bullish structures. But as soon as this structure to the upside is complete, we should see a deep correction. Let's go to the shorter time frame, and again, current thesis is that we are still within this third wave. So let's go to the 1 hour chart. You see here the movement from the 23rd of January low. You see so far that we are tracking a 3-wave move to the upside into the 18th of March high. And it's an ending diagonal. It needs one more 4-5 pattern ideally to be complete. So we have this wave 1, we have this wave 2, we have this wave 3. Wave 4 is likely still in the making. And then one more high in wave 5 of this third wave that we discussed just now on the weekly chart. In this scenario, we can now discuss, okay, how does this fourth wave develop here? The support area is clear. It's between $175 and $131. We have to give it that space. There are 4 Fibonacci levels that we can watch for a potential reaction. And now let's zoom in. By the way, if there is one more high, then this fifth wave of a third could reach $225 to $268. They are at least sort of the next Fibonacci levels to watch as we climb higher. So let's zoom in a bit. And there are, for me, 2 scenarios I'm watching. In the first one, we completed wave 4 already. That's basically wave 4 of 5. And we already completed an A wave to the upside in wave 5. This is a B wave pullback, and we could get a C wave rally into that target area. And that would complete wave 5 of 5. However, ideally the price is turning around then from this region and we get a bit of an overnight or weekend rally actually. But so far there's no sign it wants to do that. And I have added this micro support area between $169.40 and $178 to indicate where the price ideally turns around in this scenario. This scenario assumes that the wave 4 already bottomed. And the low was in then on the 20th of March at around $162.50. So that is sort of the yellow count, but it would ideally turn around from here. Ideally, it holds yesterday's low. If it doesn't hold yesterday's low, we might track the white count, which just assumes the wave 4 is still in the making. It's currently unclear which one it is, but I can tell you that a break above the $195.50 level, which is this swing high that was formed on Thursday, well, that would clearly indicate that the yellow count is unfolding, the yellow subdivision, yeah? The white count is basically the same scenario. It's just a different way of subdividing this structure. And it would also be the wave 4, obviously. It just extends a bit further. And yeah, they are the 2 scenarios I'm watching. Next support is still $157.22, then $143.70, and then $131. And basically what I need is an upside reaction from here to keep the yellow count alive. Or it will morph into the white one, which might allow for a deeper pullback and then a little bit of a lower price to get into potential long positions if anybody wants to trade this setup. What I'm also thinking about, I mean, it's possible that this is turning into a triangle. I just simply don't have enough evidence for it. Yeah, it's possible always in a wave 4. But I've seen less and less triangles these days, yeah. So it could be this, you know, and then we're basically looking at A wave down, B wave up, C wave down, D wave up. So if it's forming a lower high next, and then a higher low, that triangle could be complete. And then I've got an A, B, C, D, E pattern, and the triangle could complete, and then we would just need a break above this B wave high as well to confirm that the wave 4 has bottomed. So overall a slow market at the moment, but hopefully we'll see a little bit of action in the next few days and sessions. So I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.